Hola, buenos días. Soy Nico.
Girl, you wanted that boy dick in your booty. You're so sweetie. Bottom. Bye.
And today we're here to close out this week's worth of content. Nico! This is my sixth time trying to record this video. I was sick the past couple of days. I don't know if you could tell in the past few videos that I posted, but I was slightly glazed in sweat. So I'm trying to muscle through this because I rarely miss an upload. But before we get started, if you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me on patreon.com/Nicosaesthetics for more exclusive lives, weekly videos, private to Patreon, and to be a part of the podcast, which will be airing next week because I've been sick and I have not been able to do anything beyond just the base videos. I am just exhausted, but once again, I take pre-workout before every video, so I'm bouncing off the wall. But let's get started. So basically today we're going to be talking about Rellsavage. Nico, who is Rellsavage? He is an OnlyFans performer in Houston that I believe was on one season of Bad Boys. I think it was Bad Boys Houston. I can't clarify that just because I do not support Zeus Network. I will not fund the demise of my community, but to each their own because I know you girls like to tussle. And I say that because I remember in a flyby statement, I clarified how I have run into Rellsavage before and he groped me without my permission and he angrily DM'd me saying, "Why did you tell people that?" And I never did that. And I'm like, I can give you the time, location, and what you were wearing. It happened. And suddenly it was well, and I'm like, exactly. So that's my extent of communication and involvement with that man. But he's currently in the hot seat because he agreed to make content with one of his fans. But before they filmed the content, the fan asked, can he please cover his face? And Rellsavage allegedly agreed to cover the boy's face. Once the video dropped, his face was not covered. Nico, basically he put this 21-year-old guy on blast and then titled the video with an Agora Hill lyric by Doja Cat saying, "I want to show you off." So, as you can tell, this is already starting off extremely grimy, and in my opinion, Rellsavage is completely in the wrong. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Everybody that's commenting from passerbys are agreeing that you are out of pocket for blatantly putting this boy on blast because the boy's friend actually quote tweeted Rellsavage and said, "Hey, can y'all please report this video because he had said that he was not going to show my friend's face and now he has put him on blast and this could potentially ruin his life." So in this process, everybody began to cause a stir, basically telling him, just cover his face. You can repost the video, just cover his face. And he is standing 10 toes down and being wrong and trying to deflect with the conversation point of saying, "I'm tired of y'all wasting performers' time and money. Y'all don't understand that collabs can cost up to $1,000 renting hotel rooms, Ubers, flights, etc. And you shouldn't try to use somebody for a quick, you shouldn't try to play with somebody's finances to get off." And that's the part that I agree on, but also that's not the situation. And I say that because Rellsavage continued to post the DMs that the boy was sending him saying, "Hey, you said you were going to blur my face out and put a filter over my face." And Rellsavage went, "Well, none of my content has that, so you've seen my content before. You know I don't blur out my partner's faces, so why would you think I was going to do that?" And the boy was like, "Because we verbally agreed before we started filming. What do you mean?" So that's all I had to see to know that Rellsavage was on some bullshit, Nico. And I say that because how do you post private text messages basically confirming that you said you were going to cover his face just so that you could not cover his face? I don't understand with moving grimy, especially because in this industry, it's all about trust and also credibility. If you are purposely spurning people that are supposed to collaborate with you, your fans that are supposed to support you, it's going to look bad on you. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that's the thing. Other performers also started to comment, because at first it was just normal people that view content basically saying, this isn't okay, and you clearly stated that you were going to cover the boy's face in the text messages that you released. But then other performers started to comment. And they were basically saying, one of them basically said, I personally don't mind if my scene partners want to cover their face, just because I don't mind being the center of attention. And then Fat Cat, who has been through something similar, basically said, I also don't mind covering faces, but I don't collaborate with people that aren't content creators for this sole reason. And before anyone makes like a conflation between Fat Cat's situation and Rellsavage, I want you to understand that Fat Cat and the pastor, Nico, I did like 2 videos on this. Fat Cat and the pastor had a different situation, because the pastor knew that his face was going to be in the video. He just didn't know it would also be posted on social media for marketing purposes. Because he totally agreed to put it on OnlyFans, not thinking anyone would notice. But once it started getting traction on Twitter, he was upset and sent the congregation after Fat Cat. But in this particular situation, Rellsavage had allegedly agreed to cover the boy's face. So I don't understand trying to double down and make it seem like you were used in the process when you blatantly agreed to do so from the beginning. And in this situation, trying to deflect by saying, oh, well, you're just trying to waste my money and you're just trying to get a quick one off of me and my body, I don't like feeling used, when even in the text messages, the 20-year-old guy basically said, you can post the video. I'm not saying you can't post the video. I just want you to cover my face like you said you would. Because honestly, it is not that hard to stamp a sticker that blurs somebody's face over a video. As someone who spends multiple hours a week editing videos, it is not super complex. It's not like a crazy hoop that you have to go through, especially because once you posted it, he immediately DM'd you. You could have simply took it down, put a stamp over his face, and reposted it saying, I want to show you off. It's the fact that you quoted that song, did what you did, and then tried to double down and make it seem like you're the victim that makes me know that you're on some BS. But if this boy has evidence that you willingly posted, that you said you were going to blur his face, and then you went back and said, well, you know my content, you're a fan. This is why I don't link with fans. You know I never cover anybody's face. That's not okay. If you promise to do something and you back out by saying, I've never done that before, why would you expect me to keep my word? That's not okay. But I definitely want to hear your opinions down below, because at this point, the kid is like 21. Now his face and his peen is all over the internet, and Rellsavage tried to be like, well, I already posted the video, so even if I took it down to edit it out, it wouldn't matter. Yes, it would. Yes, the original video was probably seen. Yes, the original video was probably saved. But if you just simply went back and re-uploaded it, no one would really notice. No one would really care. It's the fact that you went out of your way to make sure that this boy's face was seen. You're out of pocket. In my personal humble opinion, I don't care if you angrily DM me. In this situation, content creators and casual viewers are all agreeing that you are out of pocket. And this isn't even a situation of the scene partner going back on a verbal agreement on the victim's part. You willingly are putting that boy on blast. But I definitely want to hear y'all's opinions down below. How do y'all feel about content creators promising to secure the identities of the people that want to collaborate with them, but then still putting them on blast? How do you feel about Rellsavage in particular trying to flip it as a victim situation in his corner, basically saying that he was used for his body and y'all don't understand the amount of money he has to put into a scene, when in reality, the boy is saying, you can post the video, just please do not show my face, which was the agreed upon action. But yes, I want to hear your opinions down below. Would you ever collaborate with a content creator? Because I'm actually with Fat Cat on this one. I don't randomly collaborate with people. I don't randomly collaborate with someone that's like, oh, I want to do a video, let's record something. Just because OnlyFans does have rules that say you have to tag the person. They don't let you willingly just randomly post somebody. So even in this particular situation, Rellsavage, you are fighting on a dying hill for someone who isn't even a content creator, meaning you can't even really use this video or else you will get a strike on OnlyFans. Trust me, I have OnlyFans. I know how that works, but definitely drop your opinions down below, because it's just a very tacky situation, in my opinion. It's do better. Do better. Because once again, yes, this is getting more eyes on you, but I want to reemphasize that all press is not good press, especially when your income relies on the faith from your customer base. The more this goes around, the worse you're going to look. But that's my opinion. I'm going to stop rambling. I'll see you guys next time. Boop.